to come back because he really wants to do this startup. And I realized that our role as elders has changed. I have nothing to teach him. In fact, I only have something to learn from him. But all I can do is open doors and be a coach. So from a teacher or a person who is, experienced, I have become just a conductor, a coach. So that's the big learning that we need to go through. So there are three opportunities for all of us. The first thing is, are we ready to take a chance in a way that's not just comfortable? It's not just tweaking a little bit of whatever we are doing to go fast forward a little bit. It's about completely jumping forward to an abyss that we don't know where we're going to land. And the second thing is, are we willing to listen to the youth? I mean, really listen. Not just talk over, but really, really listen. And finally, the most important thing, at least I face in India, is that you have to learn to pay for it. We want everything for free, and we really need to learn to pay and support a lot of these young people. So I want to wrap up with, why do I do this? Why is this important for me to do this now? I have to tell you the story of my own experience with my father. My father always was my best friend, and I was in US, I was working for Intel, I was busy being whatever, and on my career track, and I would come to India maybe once a year for about a couple of weeks. And this one time in 1997, I was supposed to come home, but some big PR opportunity came and they wanted to do some interview of me, so I was not going to come to India because this was a great opportunity for me to be seen in front of a million people or whatever it is. So I called my dad to tell him that I may not be able to come home that holidays. And then he said, no, I really want you to come. He said, suppose something happened to me today and I died, you would find the time to come. So don't bother coming when someone dies, bother coming when somebody's alive. So I decided, okay, I kind of woke up from my whatever path I was on, and I came home. And that's the first time I left the country in 1983. This was in 97. That's the first time I spent my birthday with him. And I spent 20 days. We had a great time. And he was in a wheelchair at that time. And he insisted on coming to the airport. And I was like, Dad, it's okay. We'll say bye here. He said, no, I want to come to the airport. He came to the airport, and I still remember, saying bye to him. And I think about it now, and that's the last time I saw him. And I got a call in December saying that he was dying. And I realized one thing is that it's not, we spend a lot of time thinking about what do I do it, how do I do it, but when we do it is important. It was important for me to go home at that time, not a week later, not a month later. So I feel, when I look at the young people, when I look at the Ronaks of the world, they are screaming. They want to make a difference. But are we ready to do it now? Do we have the agility of the mind to support them now? So we welcome you to join Inc. in any way you want. Watch the talks and please write your comments. We are doing a fellows program all across America in May. Support it any way you want. Join the conference in October. But whatever you do, whatever you decide there are that are from different disciplines, that's how innovation happens, is that when you expose yourself to a little bit of science, a little bit of art, a little bit of technology, and you see role models who look like you, act like you, do like you. So the first thing we said is that let's become a great platform for stories. So when you go to inktalks.com, we have